We are back with another edition of Getting a 4K in Apex Legends, this time in Season 6. If you are enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Everything helps, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. One thing I want to point out before we get started is the donation goal that you see on the screen. I do have a donation goal to surprise a high school senior of $500 live on stream next month. So if you are interested in donating, I'll leave the link below in the description. And also, if you're interested in watching that live, I will also leave the Twitch link in the description as well. So without further ado, enjoy this video of me getting a 4K and how you can as well. Let's go! The biggest tip that I can give you for getting a 4K this season is to thirst your kills. It's the same as Season 5 where you get your damage for the down people. So even if your teammate downs somebody, make sure to thirst anybody and everyone that you see. That is the biggest tip that I can give you. The other things that I want to talk about, the first and foremost, is the drop. So when you're talking about drop location, it depends on your flight path, but the biggest POIs or points of interest are salvage, labs, artillery. Like those big POIs, containment, are places that are really good to drop because you'll get people rotating in. So one of the problems with Kings Canyon is that people die pretty quickly when you're trying to rotate. So even if you kill 4 or 5 people right off the drop, and you're not in a big point of interest, then it's harder to find people to kill, harder to find people to farm damage to. So the drop is very important. So here we drop salvage. The flight path was perfect on salvage. There's people rotating in, as you can see, and we start getting, I start getting early damage, early kills, and we start, rotating really quickly after these fights. The second thing that I want to talk about is the rotation and loot. So with loot, for the 4K damage badge, you don't really want to take your time looting. You want to kind of grab, what you can out of the boxes and then try to rotate as fast as you can, because again, people die pretty quickly in pubs and you want to get to the people before they die. And so, take what you can. Don't worry about healing all the way. Talk to your teammates, see if they have extra resources for you. Don't worry about the guns right away. Which we'll talk about in a little bit, but don't worry about the guns that you have, but just, keep rotating early and quickly. Here.
Optics here. Mid-range.
Oh,
makes your platform more versatile.
Did you just die?
Yeah. Well, don't mind me and me falling off the map, but to talk about the guns that you want to be using, one of my favorite guns is the G7. I don't use it in this game, but another alternative is the Hemlock. You do want a long-range weapon, whether it's a triple take, Hemlock, G7, charge rifle. Those are good guns to farm damage, because farming is a big proponent to getting 4Ks more easily in especially Kings Canyon, when some fights are pretty distanced. So talking about gun composition, you do want a short range weapon, obviously, but you want to be able to have a long range weapon. So you'll see me here get a Hemlock. I'll put a 2 times on it, and you'll see, especially when we get into fights, you'll see me start repositioning to make the fight a little bit longer range. And you'll also see that I don't really care about my teammates as much during situations where I'm trying to go for a 4K, because as long as you can make the battle a long-range battle, it doesn't really matter if you win. As long as you're able to farm damage consistently, reposition, and get those long-range battles going, you can get a 4K pretty easily. So you'll see a lot of that here and in these next few fights that I get into.
Contact with hostile.
I'm not with you guys anymore.
Recharging my shield.
There's a bunch of loot over here if you're looking for stuff.
I'm gonna kill this guy. There's a cell over there.
Double timing it.
In combat. Battling the enemy.
Trying to corner us. That was the last of them. Another squad fight.
Repairing.
Reloading.
Scanning the area.
Give my shields a reach out.
The enemies are shooting at me. I am repairing myself. Recharging shields.
Ring countdown.
Lucky us, we are
Knocked one.
all under hostile on Scotty.
Attention.
Zipline deployed.
I'm spotted. Replicator touching down.
Throwing thermite grenade.
Reloading.
Making contact with enemy. Recharging shields. I'll go for you. I'm taking fire.
Oh shit.
I am down. But
Oh my. That sniped.
From where?
Northeast.
hostile close.
Got 60 on
Trying
the
to finish me.
Just us now.
He's trying to shoot shield swap. You got a red shield.
The enemies are shooting at me.
I died, sure.
I am
Spotted. Double timing it. Reloading. Give me a sec. Recharging.
So here, this is a very good example of not worrying about the teammates, repositioning, making gun fights last longer, and getting back into the fight once, you know, there is a third-party opportunity. So I repositioned, able to kind of make this a long-range battle, and then you'll see me constantly do this over the next few minutes. Just get into the battle, reposition, wait for them to fight, poke at it, reposition, get away from the fight, and then go back in. So this is what we call farming. So I'm just farming damage now. So I'm just shooting the Hemlock from distance, getting away, letting them heal, shooting them again, you know, going away, letting them heal, shooting them again. So keep that in mind. Farm damage. It's going to be your friend. You know, if you use Bangalore, really good with repositioning, Wraith, Pathfinder, and even some of these other legends, they're really good techniques to reposition.
Kill confirmed. Another notch on the belt. Give me a sec. Recharging shields.
He tried to shoot through a rock. Go crazy.
Give my shields a recharge. Frag out. Up in the chimney.
In progress.
Inside the next ring.
Care package.
Ready to win. Smoke out.
Oh my. Oh.
That one shot.
I were witnessing it.
I just dumped an entire unit. Hell yeah.
You got that
More
killer
enemy
instinct.
squads. Easy. EMP incoming. Smoke out. Giving my shields a recharge.
Round 4. Beginning ring countdown.
Good. Inside this next ring. Spotted. Double timing it. 45. Ring ain't far. Give me a sec. Recharging shields.
That boy crazy. The lunatic.
Trying to flank you.
That boy went back.
Oh, he's right there to the right.
Nah, he went back.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Oh my.
Popping the channel. Taking a knee. Patching up.
What are you doing?
I'll really come at you with.
I'm telling you, bro, he's a lunatic.
Watch my back.
They will catch you with no help.
What's crazy with
I
it?
thought you were about to shoot him, bro. He's about to have full red shield or something.
Nah, he even here.
Round 5. Beginning ring countdown.
Hopefully they killed one or two.
Nah, they didn't kill
Oh, no.
nobody.
Rings nearby. 1 minute to go. Not a far ring. 45.
Are those fools really hiding from you?
Nah, bro, they're right here.
Or one just got left behind.
Rings close. Easy 30.
That boy lagging. Oh. RIP, boys.
10 seconds. Close range. Off the mic. I'm spotted. Taking fire. Give me a sec. Recharging shield.
Oh, yeah, look at
Popping smoke. Give my shield to recharge.
Oh my.
1 minute.
There's
grenades.
two. No, nothing.
Give me a sec.
They're all
Recharging
alive,
shields.
dog.
45. Ring ain't far. Ring's close. Easy 30. Smoke out.
I'm more heavy.
you. A little heavy.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Recharging shields. Got 10. Ring's close. Give my shields a recharge.
So again, here you'll see that it doesn't really matter that I won the game. I farmed, I thirsted my kills, and I was repositioning and making them long-range fights. Didn't worry about the teammates, didn't worry about loot during the game. You know, make sure to use these techniques to get your 4K. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget about that donation goal. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Peace.